After many years, Nebuchadnezzar assumed kingship and leadership in Babylon. He began preparing a massive army to avenge what had happened during the reign of Sennacherib, who had since died. Meanwhile, in Jerusalem, sins had spread widely. Idols were worshipped, and many people turned away from the worship of Allah, the Almighty. So Allah sent to them a new prophet. The prophets of the children of Israel were many, and the name of this prophet was Jeremiah. He began calling them back to Allah, but they rejected him and mocked him, even though he warned them that Allah's punishment was coming. Eventually, Allah revealed to Jeremiah that he would send upon them a people of great might who would kill and torture them, and that this would be the time of Jerusalem's destruction. Jeremiah prayed to his Lord to delay the punishment, and Allah answered his prayer. The prophet continued his call, his warnings, and his sermons, but the people ridiculed him, harmed him, and disobeyed him. They imprisoned him, unable to stop his preaching. While Jeremiah was imprisoned, he continued praying to Allah to save him, support his religion, and bring punishment upon the enemies. At that time, Nebuchadnezzar had prepared an army, numbering in the hundreds of thousands, an army the children of Israel had never seen before. He marched from Iraq toward Palestine. The people of Palestine were drowning in sins. They had altered Allah's religion and imprisoned their prophet. The army advanced, crushing everything in its path until it reached Palestine. They laid siege to Jerusalem. The people panicked and prepared to defend themselves, but what could they do? They prayed to their Lord, but their prayers were not answered. The army stormed the fortresses of Jerusalem. Horses charged into the city, and blood flowed everywhere. They spared no one, neither man nor woman, neither young nor old. It was a massacre unlike anything the children of Israel had ever witnessed. Allah Almighty says in the Qur'an, "And we decreed to the children of Israel in the scripture that you would surely cause corruption on the earth twice, and you would surely reach a great height of arrogance. So when the time of the first promise came, we sent against you servants of ours, those of great military might, and they probed even into your homes, and it was a promise fulfilled. Allah sent against them servants of his, fierce in battle, who destroyed their homes, fulfilling the divine decree. They entered Jerusalem, smashed its gates, set it ablaze, and destroyed everything within it. They even slaughtered pigs and threw them into the city, casting filth everywhere. The land became filled with corpses, while the people hid inside their homes. It was a massacre history had not witnessed before. At that moment, a man from the children of Israel approached Nebuchadnezzar and said, "Do you remember me?" Nebuchadnezzar replied, "No." "Who are you?" The man showed him a letter Nebuchadnezzar had once given him. "Do you remember the day I came to you in Babylon and served you? And you said, 'If you ever rule over people, show me mercy.' Nebuchadnezzar remembered and honored his promise, sparing him. That same day, Nebuchadnezzar heard of a prophet whom his people had imprisoned because he opposed them. He ordered Jeremiah to be brought before him. Jeremiah told him how he had warned his people, how they rejected him, and how what befell them was Allah's punishment. Nebuchadnezzar left him unharmed and said, "I will spare you and those righteous among your people." Among them was a young man named Daniyal, a devout and righteous worshipper. Nebuchadnezzar took Jeremiah, Daniel, and other righteous people as captives to Babylon, where they lived humiliated after the destruction of Jerusalem. Jeremiah, however, remained in Jerusalem among the elderly and weak who could not leave. The children of Israel scattered across the earth. Some returned to Egypt, others moved toward the Hid, with a group settling in Yathrib, Medina, while most were taken to Babylon. Years passed. Jeremiah remained in the ruined Jerusalem, patient, reminding the remaining people of Allah. In Babylon, Daniel lived among the captives, but never lost faith. He taught those around him and strengthened them in worship. Nebuchadnezzar respected the righteousness of these people and allowed them to worship freely. One night, Nebuchadnezzar saw a terrifying dream that shook him awake. He summoned his priests and wise men and said, "I saw a dream that terrified me, but I forgot its details. Yet, I must know its meaning." They replied, "How can we interpret a dream you do not remember?" Angrily, Nebuchadnezzar threatened them. His advisors suggested asking Daniel and the righteous captives. He summoned them and said, "If you do not tell me the dream and its interpretation, I will kill you." They prayed to Allah, and he revealed the dream and its meaning. The next morning, Daniyal said. "You saw a great statue. Its feet were of clay, its legs of bronze, its body of silver, its chest of gold, and its head of iron." Then a great stone descended from the sky and struck the statue, crushing it into dust. Nebuchadnezzar said, "Yes, that is what I saw." Daniyal explained that the statue symbolized the stages of Nebuchadnezzar's kingdom, and that the stone was the power of Allah, which would destroy the kingdom when he will be, because dominion belongs only to Allah. Nebuchadnezzar was terrified, but honored Daniyal and kept him close. Later, jealous courtiers plotted against Daniyal, accusing him falsely. Nebuchadnezzar imprisoned him and placed a lion with him to test him. The lion did not harm him. He then starved them. But Allah commanded Jeremiah in Jerusalem to prepare food, which Allah miraculously delivered to Daniyal. Witnessing these miracles, Nebuchadnezzar released them. Eventually, Allah destroyed Nebuchadnezzar at the hands of his own people. A new king succeeded him, more just and merciful. He allowed the children of Israel to return to their homeland. Many chose to return, while Daniyal remained until Allah took his soul. A great caravan returned to Palestine under a king from the lineage of David Dodd. At that time, a prophet named Ezra lived in Jerusalem, calling people to Allah. One day, Ezra passed by the ruined city and said in reflection, "How will Allah bring this to life after its death?" Allah caused him to die for 100 years, then resurrected him. His food had not decayed, but his donkey had turned to bones. Allah revived the donkey before his eyes, showing how he gives life to the dead. Ezra returned to the rebuilt Jerusalem, unrecognized. He met an old blind woman who confirmed his identity when Allah restored her sight through his supplication. The people finally believed when Ezra recited the Torah from memory after it had been lost. However, some of the children of Israel went astray against some and others went to extremes and claimed Ezra is the son of God. Allah condemned them for this false claim. Thus ended a pivotal chapter in the history of the children of Israel, a resurrection after destruction. Allah restored Jerusalem and showed them with their own eyes how he gives life after death. The question remained, did they keep the covenant, or did they return to heedlessness once again? This is the way of Allah. With nations He gives chances. Whoever is grateful, Allah increases him. Whoever turns away, his dominion is taken, just as those before him were taken. Allah knows best. To be continued in the next episode, inshallah. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe and like the video. May Allah reward you all. Peace and blessings be upon you.